This is the pound dollar on the 15 and I'm involved with a low and tight flag. It's been quite a while since I've had one of these on the pound dollar, so let's do the higher time frame analysis and talk through the very specific rules I have for this pattern. So here on the dailies, we can see that price is making its way lower after coming up to this structure level. Because we are now well over halfway down to this lower structure level, I would assume that we are going to come down and test it. So you can see there is room to come lower here after yesterday having a lovely lower close, and the day before we had a lovely pin bar. So indication here that we could be coming lower, particularly coming down to that 129 psychological number. Let's check out the 240 here on the 240. Now for the low and tight flag, I can only take them in a few situations. Okay, sorry, just had to pause the video. Where was I? Okay, so I can only take low and tight flags in two situations: when we're moving very directionally, and that means we're usually in trend, or we've just violated a major level of structure. So this here is a major level of structure for me. We've got this level and this level just here, and we violated it with a momentum candle. And we do have room to go to the downside, as can be seen. So let's drop to the 60 now. Okay, so here on the 60 we can see this low and tight flag. I was actually eyeing this up last night. I thought it could be a low and tight flag, but I was late getting my entry, up late again. Seems to be the theme over the past week or so. I could have got far better rewards to risks if I'd been up earlier, but hey, I need my beauty sleep. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touches is what is required as a minimum. So we violated the lows of structure just here. We pulled back into retest the previous structure level, held, and you can see now we have, well, we've not actually technically got a breakout yet. We need to break these lows to have that. But playing for that 127 extension. So we put a fib on from our swing low to our swing high. You can see we've got a sore thumb move up here. So defining pole, very directional pole, which is what I like to see. The pole for me defines how much selling pressure there is within the market. And typically we tend to break out almost with the same force as what we had in the pole. Typically, usually a little bit less force. Don't know why that is, but it's just what I've noticed over the years. So looking for that 127, and as you can see, I'm front running by 3 pips. There is room for the market to come a little lower based on that structure and that psychological number. But the 127 is what I've tested. It is for me the most profitable over time. So 24 of risk, 34 of reward. And we're back for the update, and low and tight flags are the theme for the past few days. I've had 4 of these and 4 winners of the low and tight flags. So on this one, here on the hourly, we did break out to the downside. We saw a pullback, giving you a second chance entry, and rallied down to hit targets. Take a look at the 15. This was valid for me on the 15 as well. If we move the trend lines to like this, then here on the 15, as we approach this area, you were looking for a lower close. Here was one. If you didn't like that one, here was another. And if you didn't like that one, here was another, giving you 3 opportunities within this this pattern to get involved. For me, I think I said in the first part of this video that I was looking at this at the night time, but it wasn't formed. I could have got a far better reward to risk. And typically with these trades, I'm just going to go back to the 60. When they're formed during the day, you can get a very nice reward to risk. So for instance, my entry would have been this red candle right here. My stop would have been just 10 pips above the high there, so that would have made it 81. Okay, so the risk would have been 21, and the reward 34. Huh, still the same. Okay, can't remember where I got my entry, but anyway, very nice trade there, plus 34.